Alright, in this simple scratch game, which is demonstrated here, there's a sprite that's the cat, that's the player's sprite that they can move around by pushing the arrow key up and down, that's up, left, and right. There are two other sprites on this board, a green one that is good. The object is to get to the good sprite and touch it. There is a bad sprite that's red, and the object is to not allow it to touch the cat. The game starts off with a background that includes instructions that tell how the game operates, and so initially the sprites are not moving. The cat can be moved with the arrow, and the player can go up with plenty of time to try out the game and get to the green sprite. Once they've got to the green sprite, then the instructions disappear and it goes to a bare background, and then the objective is to hit the green sprite before hitting the red one. And what happens, there's a level counter in the left hand side there, and the object is not to allow the red one to hit, which is just what happened there. And so starting over, we'll see how many levels I can get up to. At first the balls are moving pretty slowly. They start off at random positions on either side. The green's always on the left, the red's always on the right, but there was level 12. So if we take a look at the code, if we see inside what we have here, oops, let's see, I can't, well, we'll look at the code over here. So this is the code for the cat, and it when the start is clicked, it sets a level, it does all the initializations. This speed right here controls how far the cat moves with each click, sets the initial backdrop, and then starts a forever loop that essentially is testing whether or not the cat's touching one of the other two sprites, the red one or the green one. If so, then it either ends the game if it touches button 1, which is the bad one, or if it touches button 2, then it broadcasts the next level command, which is then used to increment the speed. The arrow response keys are here, where every time the arrow key is pressed, the cat is moved by some amount, which was set in the speed variable. And then if there's a next level, this is where the next level is, then the cat goes back to 0-0 position, and we switch the backdrop to a blank one, which really only matters after the first level, and then the levels change by 1. Button 1 has pretty simple commands. It starts at a particular position, moving in a direction, starts a forever loop where it moves around at ball speed, which actually starts at 0, which means the first level it's not moving at all. And then when it gets the next level, the ball speed increases by 1, and the position, the X position goes to 240, but the Y position is random where it starts, and that starts it at a different position at each level change. The button 2 is very similar, almost exactly the same. It starts off though on the far left side with every next level with a random Y, and increases in speed just like the red ball does. There's one difference between the red and the green ball, in that the red ball has one additional command, and that is the ball speed. When the next level is created, not only does it set the position back to initial position starting off the next level, but it changes the ball speed by 1. And this can only occur in one of the next level routines. Otherwise, the ball speed would increase by n number of times depending on how many next level routines that there are. And we've actually got 3. There's one in the cat routine and one in each of the button routines. So the only one that actually changes the ball speed is the red one. Our backdrops are here. There aren't any scripts associated with the backdrops, but we do have them defined. The initial screen that has the instructions, all the further screens, which are just basically a blank background, light blue background, and then we show game over by invoking the last backdrop as well. And that is the game.